God, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my...
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Wait, set, wide, 20. Squeeze, double. Check. 72.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Brady now to throw. Got his man, that's Harry. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Michel. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 39, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D.
Alpha.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To return is McKenzie.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 24-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is Corey Clement, the third-year back from Wisconsin. John Simon in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady gives to Michelle, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Brady. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. McKenzie now to return it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Now on 2nd and 16. Allen, that is caught at the 7. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Clement. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
I'm coming. You. No, check that.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run out of the gun with Michel, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, New England.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Wait, 20! Mike, 58, right there. Regular! I'm coming after you!
From midfield, here's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Van Noy came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lawrence Guy. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, 84 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go on. No, 66. March 49. March 49. Pick it up.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They go back to the ground, this time Clement. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Corey Clement, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 7, Brady, left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Patriots first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog.
53, Linda! Check 3, check 3, check 3. Rip.
From just shy of midfield, Brady being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Wait, 53! Alpha! I'm scared. 57 to Mike. Hey.
On first down, Brady. Forced out, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Room here to run. 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Hauschka with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Brady now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Brady to throw. To Michel on the screen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
On play action, now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check back, check back.
Allen now, going to throw again. He hits Beasley right side. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Alert! Middle, 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 middle. Hey, zoom.
Watch one, watch one.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
You better be ready.
They'll run again with Clement. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike. 53, Mike.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Allen off the play fake. And able to find John Brown. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 41, Allen, past the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time. Right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Back two. Back two. Get ready.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56.
Here's Allen to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Half 85.
Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
D-line, get that quarterback.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Hey, go 66. Hey, wahoo.
53 is the mic.
Go Bandit.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. He was looking for Edelman there. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Regular. Go.
On second down, Clement. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Corey Clement with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Makes the score Bills 38, Patriots nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Brady now going to leave it with Michelle on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, Howie.
Hey, check it.
58 the mic. 58. 58 the mic. No chance. 50.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st down.
Wait, set. Green 80.
49's the mic. I got you, son. I got you, son. Switch it.
Wait, 28.
A 1st carry down for Rex Burkhead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Wait, set. 53.
At the Bills' 17-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Check it. Reload.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 6.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 24, Allen. It's caught left side by John Brown. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. On play action, Allen. And that will be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Very good return that time. 18 yards, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Brady now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
58 is Mike. I'm on. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
Shotgun now for Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 58.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And Watson has it right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Charlie.
Now Brady again. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Gostkowski the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 6.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, goal 66.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go, fellas.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch the motion. Alert.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, it's Brady. Dorsett's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, we know Dorsett can make those plays with that top-end speed. You think back to the Combine 5 years ago when he ran a 4.33. And now in his third season in New England after 2 in Indianapolis, but only 290 yards last year. Patriots want to utilize him more. From the 41, Brady, sideline throw. That's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Wait, 20!
You must be dreaming.
450.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense.